Jake the Machine Davis, and welcome to this week's Throwdown Thursday. Jake, we have a huge card, 5 big matches tonight, including TJ Sykes, the former Elite Pro Wrestling Alliance heavyweight champion, stepping into the ring one-on-one against the former hybrid champion, Anthony Athens.
I can't wait to see this up and down this card tonight. The biggest card possible we've seen on Throwdown Thursday.
Tonight we have Reggie Collins, the slice of nice himself, stepping in the ring one-on-one against ruthless Jason Radat for the first time on the Throwdown Thursday.
You have two fan favorites here at Elite Pro Wrestling Alliance. Both of them wrap their entire arsenals around being technical athletes. Both Reggie, high flyer, Radatz, a power guy, can fly himself too. I'm curious to see this matchup.
We also have a triple threat for the Elite Pro Hybrid Championship. The newly crowned champion, Dr. Crane's ISP, Israel Sharif Fakor, defending the belt against not one but two men in the form of KP MCGREGOR and Cowpoke Paul.
I don't know that if ISP's confidence has ever been as high as it is since he won that hybrid championship. And tonight, we're going to find out if he can keep it not against one but two men.
And in our main event tonight, Shane Malice, the Steel City Sex Pistol and co-holder of the Elite Pro Tag Team Championship, is stepping in the ring against the heavyweight champion of Elite Pro, BLACKHAWK.
Shane Malice is one of the most decorated athletes that we've ever had in Elite Pro Wrestling Alliance. BLACKHAWK, obviously on a tear right now, has been virtually untouchable since he came to the Elite Pro Wrestling Alliance. I can't wait to see these two guys go at it. They've been in the ring before. I can't wait to see it again tonight.
And it all starts right now at Throwdown Thursday.
You won't believe what happens next.
And here we start with TJ Sykes and Anthony Athens. Athens isn't wasting any time. We had some comments from TJ, or lack thereof.
What do you want from me? You want a statement from the prince? Here's one. Get the camera on my face.
Not the most personable guy in the world, Jake.
TJ has been absolutely furious since having lost the Elite Pro Wrestling Alliance Heavyweight Championship just a couple of weeks ago.
He's definitely single-minded of purpose, I think.
These two men absolutely at the top of the mountain of Elite Pro for the last year and a half. I mean, both of these guys had unbelievable runs with their respective championships. Athens, obviously, former hybrid champion. Big arm wringer now. TJ goes to the ropes for the break. An unbelievable night of action we have ahead of us here at Throwdown Thursday. This may be the most star-studded card that we've ever seen on Throwdown Thursday, Kate.
Yeah, you know, TJ Sykes, I was thinking about him. He's made several appearances on Throwdown Thursday, but I think he only defended the belt maybe once on the show. This might be the second time he's ever wrestled on the program.
And not only did is he a main event caliber talent, but he believed he was the main event. So there was often times that he felt like, unless it's a huge crowd, they didn't deserve him.
I tell you, Anthony Athens couldn't be more in the polar opposite direction than that. I mean, he's been quite a workhorse, defended his title numerous times, captured and lost the tag team championships, all right here on Throwdown Thursday. He's just such a well-respected member of the roster.
Oh, Athens, good. Tight headlock there from TJ Sykes. Athens went for that whip. Sykes, beautiful counter there by dropping to that knee. Athens powers up into a top wrist lock now. Athens possibly and probably the most powerful man we even have on the roster here at Elite Pro.
Jason Radatz might have an argument for that, but no, I hear what you're saying on that.
And to your point, that's what made them such an effective tag team there several weeks ago. Former tag team champions together. Who's going to overpower those guys? And still now Athens with that top wrist lock on the ground. TJ works his way back to his knees, up to his feet again. And a nice reversal there on the arm wringer.
Referee Cooper Lark really in there, really looking and checking. Doing better and better all the time.
As I spoke on a moment ago, you got the Athens with the power advantage there, but a technical wrestler in his own right. Now, while TJ Sykes is possibly the most technical guy that we've ever seen in Elite Pro Wrestling Alliance, and he proves that each and every time he comes to the ring, and there's that power again. I mean, I love the contrast here that we have. Athens looks bigger and stronger every time we see him enter the ring.
Yeah.
But TJ, a master of slowing things down, working at his own pace, not getting too, taken back from the hype of big matches. He's been there against everybody. Looks like Athens is going for a test of strength now. I don't know if that would be a smart move on the part of TJ, but he's going for it. This match kicking off Throwdown Thursday is a main event literally anywhere. Oh, and there's that kick to the stomach.
I had a feeling when TJ agreed to that test of strength that he had another plan.
Definitely a master strategist when it comes to a game plan. And right now it's working. He's got the advantage. Big Irish whip to the near side here. Oh, and Athens, one step ahead. Oh, and TJ reverses. Oh, and he goes for a big arm drag, and there's that power once again from Athens.
TJ. Oh, no.
That has to be disheartening. That's got to be in the head of TJ Sykes, and a big whip into the corner here, followed up by a splash in the corner on this near side. Athens now, big whip. Oh, nice, up and over. Oh, and a big T-bone suplex.
Athens might have it.
Nearly throws Sykes out of his boots on that one.
See, right here's where Athens should be staying on him.
Athens once again proving just how well-rounded he continues to get. I mean,
yeah, absolutely.
And as you spoke, week in, week out here at Throwdown Thursday, he's getting those reps. He's constantly evolving.
Light as a feather with that up and over. Did you see that?
Oh, and he went. Oh, and TJ makes the adjustments on the fly. Understands that he saw that he was going for a similar move that he had just been effective with prior to that T-bone suplex. TJ takes advantage with that big forearm to the back of the neck.
Fooled me once, but TJ wasn't going to be fooled a second time.
And now the big man down. TJ firing that forearm right at the base of the skull there. Perfectly legal move, but definitely takes Athens down. He's the worse for wear now.
Never mind beating Athens, just getting him off his feet, that's an accomplishment. But he's powering back.
And these fans here at the Elite Pro Arena getting behind him.
TJ does look concerned, as well he should.
All right, from our vantage point, we couldn't tell, but TJ may have had a handful of hair there to kind of help that, snapping him down to the mat.
Kick out wasn't near as big as it was.
And now the hyperextension on this arm. TJ so methodical whenever he gets a body part and zeroes in on it. And you can see that now pulling on those fingers, stretching out the tendons in the hand, the wrist, the forearm. That's one thing when we have a guy like we've mentioned about how muscular Anthony Athens is. I mean, it's easy to start stretching those muscles because oftentimes they don't have the same flexibility that a guy that's less muscular would be. Athens quickly fighting out now with the forearms. Oh, big elbow from TJ. And now goes for that lateral press, but you can see there that left elbow grinding right into the jawbone, which makes it agonizing to try to kick out whenever that forearm's ground into that elbow or into that jawbone. Oh, Athens answers with a big clothesline after the whip. And a big right hand.
Oh my goodness.
Kudos to TJ there for even staying on his feet after that right hand. Big elbow in the corner now. Athens getting some momentum, and you can hear these fans here at Elite Pro Arena getting behind him. Oh, and a big windmill sidewalk slam. Both men down now.
Athens himself, I think that's a great burst of energy, but he might need a minute to recover there. You know, it's a classic thing about it. It doesn't matter how big and strong you are. When somebody starts bending your fingers and, you know, messing with your joints, we're all the same. Athens recovering first.
Both men working to get back to their feet now. The referees count. Athens is up in the corner now on the far side. Oh, he goes for that big kick and a missed back fist.
Oh,
big discus clothesline. And he got it!
He got it! The 1, 2, 3.
Athens with that discus clothesline coming out of nowhere after ducking the back fist. That is a signature move.
Let's take a quick look at the replay on that.
And here we go. Athens with that big bicycle kick attempt. TJ sidesteps, goes for that patented back fist. Athens quick to duck there. The kick to the stomach. TJ looking to put him away. Athens breaks it, spins out. And out of nowhere, the big discus clothesline that has won so many matches for Athens nearly takes TJ's head off. And 3, unbelievable victory.
Very impressive. Anthony Athens, the winner. All right, this is going to be an interesting one. We have Big Andrew Stevens against Cisco, and Dr. Crane actually announced both of these men to the ring.
And both these men's emotions boiled over last week. And it looks like we're going to pick up right where we left off.
Yeah.
Slap to the face, and these guys are going at it.
Looks like Dr. Crane didn't get these guys to come together or you know, find some common ground in the last week.
And Stevens just tosses Cisco into the corner.
Oh my
big
goodness.
right hand.
Cisco's a tough guy, but I don't know how many of those you can take.
Big Beal out of the corner throws Cisco all the way across the ring.
Oh, an avalanche.
Huge avalanche splash in the corner. I think Cisco possibly has bit off more than he can chew here against Andrew Stevens. At the time when his emotions were getting the better of him last week, and he was all about this match. But Cisco looked like he got in the eyes there a little bit. Rode down the back and needed to get a little distance here.
Sister wants him to get him under control. Crane had this to say before the match.
The powers to be at the Elite Pro Wrestling Alliance want Cisco to wrestle big Andrew Stevens. But the true winner will be, as always, Dr. Douglas Crane.
That's so like Dr. Crane pointing out that he's the winner no matter who wins here. It just backs my theory. Oh, big cross body block there. He's going to side with the winner.
Oh, and Dr. Crane for years now in the Elite Pro Wrestling Alliance has been notorious for siding with himself and whoever can benefit him. So I would imagine that he's going to definitely side with whoever the victor is here tonight. Andrew Stevens now with the advantage on Cisco. Oh, Cisco now went low with that kick, and now a barrage of forearms, but again, Stevens just scoops him off his feet. Plowed into that corner.
I often wonder how these guys, you know, fall into the idea of the Dr. Crane family when it's so obvious his paper-thin commitment to anyone that doesn't serve him.
I mean, oftentimes, as we've seen over the years, I mean, it's almost like a spell that he casts upon these guys. I mean, there's been such a laundry list of acquisitions that Dr. Crane, as he calls them, has had over the years, and guys just fall in line and drink the Kool-Aid, so to speak. Fans down at ringside giving Crane the business, which you see that on a weekly basis here at the Elite Pro Arena. Cisco again keeping that distance. Now slight distraction there.
Cisco climbing that mountain.
Andrew Stevens just carrying Cisco around now on his shoulder there. Looks like he has a sleeper on him. Oh, Stevens down to a knee now. Referee right in there checking Stevens to see if he wants to give it up. I don't think that's going to happen, but
Cisco's got it locked on pretty tight. It might not be up to him at this point.
wow, there's that power once again. A one-arm snapmare from his knee.
Back into the corner. And another throw all the way across the ring.
Stevens with yet another Beal.
Cisco should be earning air miles at this point. Stevens picking Cisco back up off the ground. Oh, jawbreaker there.
On a standing drop kick. Caught him right in the sternum there. Oh, and Cisco now putting some moves together. Getting a little momentum in his favor. Looked like he was going for a bulldog, and Stevens throws him right off. Oh, and Stevens now with that power.
Just
right into the backbreaker. We've commented before, Andrew Stevens, the youngest acquisition of Dr. Crane at this point, going off for that.
What? Did you see that, Dr. Crane? Dr. Crane wrapped his cane around his leg.
To this point, during this entire situation, Dr. Crane's kind of been a neutral party.
But I mean, you know, Stevens was setting him up for that big splash.
What do we have? What do we have here on the far side?
We've seen him before. That's Pak Choi.
An attack from behind.
North Korea's own Pak Choi's in the ring. It looks like an orchestrated thing here. I can only assume he's with Dr. Crane. We got Cisco and Pak Choi both double teaming Andrew Stevens here.
What a turn of events here. I mean, we were under the impression that Crane was basically just letting these two guys settle their differences, but this is obviously a game plan.
They got a chair now.
Did Crane slide the chair in? What do we have
Who's
here?
in the ring?
We have someone in the ring here. He just took that chair from.
I think that's Tremor. I think that's Tremor from the NWL. He just
cleared the ring. Tremor just came out of the crowd and took that chair from Cisco from behind.
let's take a look and see what happened here.
Absolute chaos. Referee.
So Tremor was actually in the crowd. He was in the crowd, slides in.
Saw what was happening here, came out of nowhere, grabbed the chair, and a big lariat knocking him to the floor.
But what's he doing here? All right, our feature contest, and before it started, Jason Radat had something to say.
Hey folks, Jason here. Not that tonight, Reggie. Me and you, one-on-one. Let's see who the best is. Time to get ruthless.
I think that was a Reggie Collins impression at the beginning there.
Very uncharacteristic, and as you saw, even Jason Radatz put a hold to it pretty quick. These guys, a show of respect there, a mutual show of respect. Reggie Collins, a real fun-loving guy, you know, always cracking jokes, always getting the fans, you know, a little chuckle here and there. Means business once that bell rings, but Jason Radatz, not the same personality. I mean, two clashes of personalities and approaches here. I mean, he's all business all the time.
It might be the only thing they have in common, is that they are all business when they get in the ring.
This is going to be very interesting because, nice takedown there. Jason Radatz with a nice grappling background, both amateur and jiu-jitsu background, gets him down, but Reggie quick to get back up to his feet, and a drop toe hold beautifully executed. This is such a nice matchup here. I mean, you have Reggie Collins, who slight weight disadvantage, as you can see there. Power advantage goes to Radatz. Speed advantage, I would say it's probably fairly close, but you also have the height advantage in Reggie's corner. So this is, I mean, these guys both have a lot of strengths. Another sign of respect there. Nice fist pound there. Strong headlock there. And typically anything you're talking about that Jason Radatz is doing, you use the word strong, it seems like.
Absolutely.
And a side headlock from Radatz is not your typical headlock. I mean, that could be used as a finisher because, I mean, we obviously see the gigantic arms and chest of Radatz. Once you get, it's like a vice grip. Big headlock takedown. And again, when you have a guy like Radatz, and I've been there myself, whenever he's on top of you and has a hold, whether it's an arm, a headlock, I mean, it's hard just to move or breathe, much less actually try to get out of it.
Yeah. You know, both of these guys,
big shoulder tackle all the way back to his feet and back to the headlock takeover again.
Both these men have been on a bit of a winning streak here. You know, Reggie Collins got an impressive victory over Leslie Leatherman in short cap, and Jason Radatz, I think he's won, you know, every match he's had in the last 6 weeks, teaming up with KP MCGREGOR, feuding with Shane Malice and Dallas Riggs. I mean, he's had a really great run here lately. Both these guys coming in with some steam behind them.
Yeah, both these guys been on a good roll for many weeks now, which makes it even that much more impressive because both of these guys have been climbing that ladder. I mean, not that they are not already on the upper rungs of that ladder, but you know, you get two guys with that kind of momentum going up, and then all of a sudden something's got to give here. Head scissors now. Raditz quick to kick out of that again.
I love the enthusiasm.
Oh, and Reggie beat him to his feet now.
Except for Reggie.
Again, these guys still feeling each other out here. What a great contest so far. Oh, and a quick duck under into that waistlock.
A great contest. Just, you know, we were talking earlier about this Throwdown Thursday. I mean, this isn't the main event. You know, Anthony Athens and TJ Sykes wasn't the main event. You know, just the very idea. We have ISP defending the belt. We have all this controversy going on with Dr. Crane's family. I mean, and we still have, you know, BLACKHAWK BLACKHAWK facing Shane Malice for the Elite Pro Heavyweight Championship in our main event.
Beautiful step over leapfrog there. Oh, and Radatz catches him on the shoulders. Oh, and Reggie quick with the victory roll. He could have got in there. It was very close. Beautiful standing drop kick. Just one move after another, reversal after reversal. And once again, sunset flip now. Radatz rolls through. So he's going for a Texas Cloverleaf, but Reggie kicks him off. What a clinic here of reversals. Oh, and a big stomp to the chest, just under the chin. Reggie now climbing in the center of the ropes. You don't see that very often. A big clothesline. Reggie sat out beautifully for that clothesline. Almost turned into like a reverse bulldog there to take Radatz off his feet.
Crowd showing appreciation there. That's what you get here at Throwdown Thursday.
What a series of moves there. Both these guys had a lot of the signature moves scouted here, and these guys just constant reversals. I mean, it's like they say, every move has a reversal, and we're seeing them here.
Big European uppercut there by Reggie.
What a chess match so far. Oh, and there's a hiccup there. That's one thing you may not be able to go after, is to throw Radatz around. Big knife edge chop. Radatz, though, having no problem whipping Reggie off.
Big knee to the breadbasket there.
Radatz drops that knee. And now a big elbow drop.
I'll tell you what, you know as well as I do the pain that comes with a knee being dropped in the side of your rib cage.
Yeah, absolutely. And timing's everything with that. I mean, big backbreaker there, and again goes for that lower back into the ribs. But like with that knee drop, I mean, if you catch somebody in between breaths, that can take all the wind out, and then it's hard to get back into a regular breathing pattern. And now Radat seems to have zeroed in on those ribs and lower back.
That's smart. That was a big knee drop into the side of the rib cage there. And
beautiful pinning combination there.
Now adding more pressure there to the rib cage, keeping him from breathing.
A couple of tree trunks wrapped around his waist there. Reggie trying to keep that leverage. He's got the feet broken now. Oh, and Radatz went for that pinning combination. Reggie reversed it with one of his own. Beautiful. Oh, and comes right back up with another knee. Radatz with the snap mare now hits the far side. Oh, and a big seating clothesline. And these people behind Radatz, I feel that they're kind of split though, because we have heard a lot of Reggie Collins chants as well.
Yeah. Radatz getting into it though. I mean, he's feeding off the crowd.
Both of these guys going into this match not really having any kind of personal issue with either, other than the fact that they're standing in each other's way to climb the ladder here at Elite Pro. Big boot. Oh, wow.
Oh!
And another right into the gut buster.
Yeah.
Into that left knee. It looked like Raditz is clutching his thigh now, right on the quad above the knee. He may have hurt his own knee there.
That's the thing about high risk, is sometimes it doesn't pay off. Reggie Collins a little worse for the wear there.
With that angle that Reggie came down, I mean, he definitely crashed and burned on that in that gut buster, but Radatz definitely took a brunt of the punishment there on his left knee. You can see he kind of couldn't get his foot up under him to plant his foot, so it kind of came down on an awkward angle there. And the fact that Reggie's back on his feet before Radatz leads me to believe that there's some serious damage to that knee. Reggie wasted no time now, goes right after it. Well, this has definitely changed the tide of this matchup. When you take a guy like Radat, he hurt one of the wheels. I mean, a lot of the athleticism that he has is using those huge legs for some springs.
And Reggie Collins is taking advantage of the injury. You know, a younger Collins wouldn't necessarily have done that. But he's doing what he has to do to get the win. I think these guys respect each other, and I think the spirit of competition, more so than any kind of personal, like you said, they don't have a personal issue between them. It's just they're both, their competitive nature, they both want to be the best.
And Reggie now with full focus on that knee. Radat's bracing himself with that top rope. Reggie now throwing a couple little kicks there to the back of the leg again.
Swooped his leg out from under him. Couldn't maintain verticality on that.
Verticality, that's a neat word. I don't know if I've ever heard that before. I may have to steal that one. And once again, Reggie driving his knee through the knee of Radatz into the mat. Oh, and stretching that hamstring out now. We're used to seeing such a high pace and such a athletic display from Reggie. That, oh, and a small package here, he may get. Oh,
They almost got
very,
him.
very close. Oh, Reggie right back to that knee.
Yeah.
As I was saying there before that small package, I mean, Reggie's not notorious for going after one body part and just working it. He's so all over the place. It's like he's usually a pinball machine all over the place that somebody's trying to catch up on. But now it's like he's completely changed that game plan to adapt to the best way to attack Radatz. I mean, I wonder if this is part of the game plan or if he's just taking advantage of that injury that Radatz sustained to the knee earlier.
Oh no! Radatz pulled him out. Oh!
Big job. See, Radatz having trouble even catching back up to him there. These guys right out here amongst the fans at Elite Pro Arena. Oh, inverted atomic drop. Jumping knee there, kind of glancing blow.
Oh!
Radatz just enough left in that leg for a leaping enziguri.
You could hear it. Hit the back of the head of Reggie Collins. European uppercut himself.
That's now big Irish whip now. Knows that line, follows through. Oh, and a double clothesline. Both men down. You can see that last sequence of moves there. Radatz was a step slower than we'd usually see him, and that knee is still giving him trouble. But both men down now, and that referee giving the count.
Somebody or both men need to answer this count.
Reggie stirring now. Radatz starting to work his way back up. Trying to get his legs under him. Typically speaking when somebody can get to the flats of their feet, that's usually when the referee will stop the count.
Oh.
As you can see, and there he goes. The referee calls for the break of the count.
There's a big closed fist there.
Big knife Reg's chop. And another one. These men really giving it their all here. You can see the big Irish whip, and he's nearly into the lap of the fans at ringside.
Oh my goodness.
Sky high backdrop.
Looked like he landed on his lower back there.
And again, after that backdrop, you can see the knee nearly giving out there, and Radatz goes back down to the ground after the backdrop there.
RADATZ is somehow summoning that ability when he absolutely needs it the worst. Oh,
Gets him up on his shoulder now. Oh, and a Death Valley driver. This could be it. This could be it.
2.
Oh, so close. Reggie Collins still has some fight left on the tank, and RADATZ can't believe it. After that big backdrop right into that Death Valley driver, I think he thought he had it. Reggie, so much heart every time he comes to the ring.
Just laced with another one.
Firing those knife-edge chops in there. Oh, and Reggie one step ahead. Reggie with RADATZ up. Oh, it spikes him into the ground. Reggie plants him straight into the ground, driving his shoulders into the sternum. Oh, and a 2.5 of his own.
And Reggie's surprised. Surprised and dismayed.
But that look on Reggie's face just now after that 2.5, it mirrors the look that RADATZ had on his face just moments ago after that Death Valley driver. Both of these men in disbelief, like what does it take to knock the other one off of it?
Reggie going to the top. He had a high-risk move earlier that almost cost him the match.
RADATZ appears to be right for the picking here. He's still on the ground, still trying to get that knee. Reggie going up now.
Crossbody!
Oh!
Oh no!
Crash and burn.
RADATZ rolls over quick. 2.
Oh, I thought it was over. I thought he had him.
I thought he did too. Somehow, Reggie Collins kicked out, and once again, the referee is counting both men. This has just been an incredible match.
It's an unbelievable match. Just prior to that pinning combination, it was a beautiful move of RADATZ to try to save that knee just with that roll. He could just tuck the shoulder and cover a lot of ground to get to him without having to get up and put more weight on that knee. As you can see, he's still struggling to walk on it. For a suplex here. Reggie drops down from behind. Schoolboy. 2.5 again. So close. These guys are getting closer and closer. Reggie now trying to get this backslide. Oh, and he's got him down. RADATZ out once again. Oh, double leg takedown. Steps through. So close. Near falls back and forth. Reggie now small package. RADATZ rolls it over of his own. 2.5 again. These guys so close.
And the time limit, the time limit has expired. Let's take a look back at just some of the amazing moves and some of the interaction. Oh,
beautiful enziguri. Double clothesline. Both men go down hard. Reggie nearly getting thrown up into the rafters. Big sky-high backdrop. I mean, what a matchup, back and forth. Crashes and burns with that missed cross body. Big shoulder tackle. So much momentum brings Reggie back to his feet just in time to stumble back into a side headlock takeover.
What a great match. That was a classic for Throwdown Thursday, and RADATZ knocked his hand away. Offered him the thumb.
A little sign of respect there from RADATZ.
That's great. That's good stuff.
These guys embracing after such an unbelievable matchup, and that is one for the ages of Throwdown Thursday for sure.
All right, ISP against KP MCGREGOR and this man, Cowpoke Paul.
I mean, ISP, KP MCGREGOR, you're both going to the rodeo tonight in Kaiser. Yeehaw!
Paul very confident in his chances in winning the hybrid championship here tonight against KP and, of course, the champion, who's holding court at the moment, ISP.
ISP, so much confidence, but he's always had that confidence. But now that he has that gold around his waist, I mean, his head is just blown up, and he has every reason to be possibly overconfident. Oh, and both KP and Cowpoke double teaming now.
Cowpoke suggesting it looks like they're gonna join forces at least for the short term.
Big kick to the lower back there. That's one way to slow a guy down right out of the gate. KP with a left kick to the back as well.
Dr. Crane arguing with the fans and the referee, arguing with everyone.
These fans like what they're seeing here at Elite Pro. ISP not happy about it one bit.
ISP taking a bit of a breather.
Dr. Crane calling for ISP to get out here, clear his head. Cowpoke and KP now setting their sights on each other. Cowpoke getting the advantage. Big whip into the reversal. Oh, and a big shoulder tackle. Cowpoke had a lot of velocity coming off that rope.
Yeah, he did.
And a big shoulder tackle from KP McGregor.
See, KP does have a lot of power. He's deceptively strong. I've seen him, you know, in matches with, Shane Malice and Dallas Riggs most recently. KP moved out of the way just in time. He's been very, very impressive. That spear's what everybody needs to watch out for.
Absolutely. He's had a lot of success with that, and it can come out of nowhere.
Great thing about a spear, too, in general, is just it doesn't matter how big you are, you know?
Especially with the velocity that KP can generate from it.
Yeah. Now, Jake, if KP were to have pinned Cowpoke just now, or Cowpoke pins KP right here, do we have a new champion? Is that how this works?
It is, and that's one of the huge disadvantages of having to defend your title in a triple threat match, because you don't even have to be in the ring. I mean, as we see ISP outside the ring, they're getting back in to break it up, and he understands the rules. Big leaping senton to break up that pin. Yeah, if ISP takes too much time for a breather on the floor talking to Crane or anything, and a pinfall happens, he loses his belt, and he doesn't even have to have his shoulders to the mat.
Wow. Oh, just clubbing Cowpoke.
The referee tried to tell ISP, but theoretically here in triple threat rules, there really are no rules. As far as there are no disqualifications typically, because it's kind of hard to generate a single winner if one man gets DQ'd, so there are no DQs. Typically speaking, there are no countouts as well.
Wow.
In triple threat. Oh, and big leg crossfaces. We've seen that in the past couple weeks now since ISP's return. It's been a move that he's added to his repertoire. It's a devastating move. I mean, that calf muscle wrapping right around the jaw.
No wonder you got Dr. Crane out there so angry. I mean, just theoretically, if ISP were injured outside the ring or just decided to leave, there's nothing Crane can do to even get him disqualified to save his belt. Somebody's walking away with that title.
Absolutely. Running drop kick there to Cowpoke.
Oh.
Big boot there in the corner. ISP comes at you from so many different angles with such an unorthodox moveset. Big cannonball in the corner, using his body as a weapon.
Immediately going for that pinfall.
That's one thing you see with ISP too. When he's going for that lateral press, he doesn't just lay his body across him. He hooks that leg and pulls it up as high as he can, so they have to put everything into a kick out. And a cannonball on the KP McGregor. Another near fall there for ISP now. Jawbreaker. Cowpoke with the jawbreaker out of the blue. Dr. Crane shouting from the floor, telling that referee to get him out of the corner, which he's not wrong. And these are closed fists now. The referee perhaps not reprimanding Cowpoke as much as he should.
KP tosses Cowpoke out to the ground.
And at the feet of Dr. Crane, I don't know if that was the plan, but I believe he just gave him a cane shot from our vantage point. We couldn't see the actual impact, but it definitely looked like Crane was swinging that cane.
He's such a disgusting human being.
And KP now firing these forearms across the chest. He has ISP draped across that rope. He's out on the apron.
He's asking, he said 10 more. He's giving him 10 more.
And the fans here are right behind him every step of the way.
KP, one of the new generation of Elite Pro stars, and I'll tell you what, as much or more than anybody else, he has gotten the fans behind him in such a short amount of time.
And the dedication that he's had, I mean, he's gotten in better and better shape every week.
the fact that he has a partner in Jason RADATZ, who's part of one of the most successful tag teams in the history of the Tri-State in the wild cards.
Oh, and KP pushes Cowpoke off. They hit a double DDT there.
Here's that dissension in the ranks that inevitably comes when one guy wants to win.
Doctor
arguing.
I'm sure he's got to love the fact that these guys are going at it now, getting under each other's skin. Standing leg drop there. ISP once again over there licking his wounds in the corner after that double DDT.
Cowpoke looking to finish it off, perhaps.
Taking a little time there. Oh, and KP one step ahead. And there's that spear!
He might have it.
We may have a new hybrid. Oh, big flying mafia kick there. Broke that pin up. Oh, and now one for Cowpoke as well. KP's still down.
Oh, brilliant.
Oh, he got it. That's it.
Mafia kicks all around. He gave one to KP to keep him out of the way and avoid winning the title, and then he gave one to Cowpoke Paul.
KP not able to recover in time to break up that pin. ISP, a beautiful game plan there.
Your winner.
And still hybrid champion.
Israel Sharif Fakor.
What an outstanding performance. Dr. Crane's got to be happy.
All right, Jake, it's come down to this, our main event of the evening. We have the challenger, co-holder of the Elite Pro Tag Team Championship, Shane Malice, facing off against the newly crowned champion, BLACKHAWK.
And let's not overlook the fact that Shane Malice has been there before. He has been the Elite Pro Wrestling Alliance heavyweight champion, had it for over a year during that reign, and here he is looking at the opportunity to step back on top of the mountain.
Co-holder of the Elite Pro Tag Team Championship, Dallas Riggs, lurking about ringside. I'll tell you what, on a card full of main events, this is your main event.
So you're looking at your next Elite Pro champion. Elite Pro Wrestling champion.
Dallas Riggs echoing him. Always has something to say.
BLACKHAWK, you might have beaten me the last time, and I might have failed my master Shane Malice. But tonight, the Steel Sea Sex Pistol has a bullet with your name on it. BLACKHAWK down!
Oh, and we've gotten started right away here.
Off to the races now in this main event. Firing away with those knife-edge chops. Oh, and Malice felt like he was one step ahead, only to find out that he's 2 steps behind. Big left-handed lariat there. That's one thing with BLACKHAWK's offense that can't go unnoticed is the fact that he is southpaw, so he's coming at you from some awkward angles. I mean, guys have a lot of trouble with that.
That was one of the very, very few qualities I brought to the table that helped me.
Oh, and Dallas feeling the effects of BLACKHAWK now. Big left hands. Oh, and now firing away at both Dallas Riggs and Shane Malice.
Dallas might want to button that jacket.
BLACKHAWK well in hand here on the floor. And now Dallas better keep his distance.
He warned him and he immediately understood. Shane Malice asking for a timeout. Former Elite Pro champion not realizing there aren't timeouts.
Definitely an old trick of the trade.
Yeah, absolutely.
BLACKHAWK's seen and done everything you can do as far as that goes. He's seen every shortcut a man's tried to take. He saw that coming from a mile away. Big Irish whip into the corner. Follows in with an elbow. Malice now is going to have to regroup. I don't know if he wants to go out to Dallas to do that, but Dallas now on the far side, stepping up on the apron. BLACKHAWK reaches out and tags him. But once again, it gave him just enough time to get it. Oh, yanks his foot from the top. Lands on that lower back.
Yeah, looks like he might have caught a little bit on his hip there, too.
He may have even done some damage to the tailbone there. Awkward landing all the way from the top rope. Dallas, I mean, as right as we say Dallas is coming up, gets tagged with the left hand, but it was just that moment of distraction that Shane Malice needed to capitalize. And now here we go. The entire momentum shifted. Malice has BLACKHAWK grounded now. As we see week after week after week, BLACKHAWK goes to the top and bad things happen to his opponents every time.
Yeah. He might have the highest success rate of top rope maneuvers in Elite Pro.
Malice now well in hand, but he's got to watch. I mean, we've talked about this before in previous weeks. I mean, BLACKHAWK, so resilient. He can take so much punishment and just keeps coming. And you can see there, throat draped right across the rope. Dallas now lurking around. Shane has the referee's back to him there. Oh, and now choking him on the rope again. And you can see Shane's kind of disgusted with Dallas. He just told him a little quicker next time. Like he's literally just explaining to him he wasn't taking cheap shots fast enough.
You know, to his credit, though, Dallas always takes this criticism, with good spirits.
He does, and there's a bit of Dallas sometimes that you think he may be hesitant to take those shortcuts. Like he wants to do things the right way.
This is a mistake. Arguing with a fan at ringside, arguing with one of BLACKHAWK's fans, when you should be focusing on the heavyweight champion.
Big whip to the near side. BLACKHAWK, sunset flip. Oh, nearly had him there, 2.5. Oh, and beautiful cutter. Nice reversal. Ducking that line. Wow. Less than a half a count away from regaining the Elite Pro Heavyweight Championship.
This is such a unique match. You know, we often talk about how much experience BLACKHAWK has, but Shane Malice has been in the game for close to 2 decades at this point. I mean, not taking anything away from BLACKHAWk, but when you're talking 20 years versus 30 years, you know, it's not the same as, 11 years versus 1.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a great point. I mean, Malice literally hundreds and hundreds of matches. It's been all over, traveled up and down, side to side in this country. Wrestled for so many organizations over the years, so many championships. So we can definitely take nothing away. I mean, Malice is one of the most decorated wrestlers on the independent circuit in this region for sure.
Absolutely. I mean, Elite Pro champion, Elite Pro Tag Team champion, Elite Pro Cruiserweight champion, and that's just here. You know, he's accomplished so much in so many areas.
And while you can look at his all of his accolades, you can look at his technique in the ring. I mean, he's very little wasted motion. Everything Malice does has a purpose here. He's got him on the ropes. The referee giving him the count now. Blatant choke. Malice trying to make the argument that he should be allowed to choke him. And Dallas gets back up on the apron once again. Gets a shot in on BLACKHAWK while he's distracted the ref. And again, it's not that he was actually making an argument. He was beautifully distracting that referee, giving Dallas the chance. Malice loves using the line. I've heard him say it before. I mean, even when he and I used to run the roads together, he would say, work smarter, not harder. Yeah. And you saw it right there, utilizing Dallas on the floor, distracting that referee. Oh, BLACKHAWK ducks the knife edge and a few of his own. Those left hands, every one of those are knockout blows. It says something to the chin of Malice. It's been several years since I've been on the receiving end of one of those left punches to the face, but I've definitely had my share. BLACKHAWK's definitely got a left hand to him. Malice with a big reversal there. You can see Malice using his momentum, throwing himself to the ground to get extra momentum for that hard buckle.
Just an incredible match. Just an incredible match. Both these men signed for next week's Throwdown Thursday as well. In addition, we found that Tremor is actually the cousin of Andrew Stevens. They'll be tagging next week. More on that later.
That was a big line. BLACKHAWK ducks again. Again, firing away with these strikes. Oh!
That was...
Once again, what I said about the Unbelievable. The technique of Shane Malice, the lack of waste of motion. I mean, he gave him that just a little bit of a shove to garner that distance he needed to extend fully on that super kick.
That was absolutely perfect.
Kudos to BLACKHAWK for even being able to kick out there.
Dallas, hold his arms. Hold his arms, Dallas, get him.
Malice lining him up. Dallas is up on the apron now. He got the arms hooked. Oh, Malice going for that knee. BLACKHAWK side slides, I guess. From the ground, Dallas goes to the floor. Oh, the stun gun. BLACKHAWK catches Malice coming in for that stun gun.
Shane was not expecting that.
And he can't breathe. You can see him. He's motioning to the ref, but he can't even speak. He went throat first on that top rope, and BLACKHAWK's on the top. Oh, there's that tomahawk chop.
Is he going to get the win here? He got it!
Unbelievable victory for BLACKHAWK.
BLACKHAWK again defending the Elite Pro Heavyweight Championship.
A miscue from Malice and Dallas cost Malice this match and the opportunity for that championship. BLACKHAWK is your winner. Once again, the Elite Pro Wrestling Alliance Heavyweight Champion, BLACKHAWK.
Let's take a look at the replay here. We have Dallas holding BLACKHAWK. Shane coming in, hits Dallas, who crumbles to the ground. Leaves Malice prime for the big tomahawk chop off the top rope. And another 1-2-3 victory and defense of the Elite Pro Championship title. For Jake Davis, I'm Tate Griffin. We'll see you next time.